Woman thought I was the maid.
I'm a 16-year-old girl, and I have no idea how genetics work, but my maternal grandmother had dark skin while my grandfather had fair skin. My mother was born relatively fair, and so was my father, but I ended up the same dark skin as my grandmother. My two brothers are fair skinned too, which makes me stand out a little. So what happened was my little brother had just turned 5 and my parents invited 4 of his friends and their parents to our house for a small party. I was cleaning things in the kitchen while my mother went upstairs. That's when I was approached by one of the parents who passed me some plates to wash and asked if I could speak English, to which I replied yes as a second language. That's not a lie because it's true for me and my whole family. She then proceeded to ask me about how long I've been staying there, how's my family, etc. By that time, it was clear to me that she thought that I was the house maid. Instead of correcting her, I decided to entertain myself by playing along. I started to refer to my parents as sir and madam, and I cooked up a whole load of BS to answer her questions about my life. When I was done cleaning, I went back to the hall with my parents and mischievously called my brother young master, which confused him. And then my mother came downstairs and I called her madam, to which she immediately realized what had happened and told me to stop it. Then my mom told the parent that I'm her daughter, the sister of the birthday boy. I have to admit, everyone laughed at the misunderstanding. But the parent who made the assumption, instead of laughing it off, they became very red in the face. She apologized, then she took her kid and left the party just like that. It was kind of awkward for a while, but the party went on without them since there are still 3 more kids with my brother. My parents told me after the party that I had taken it too far by embarrassing the parents, and they wanted me to apologize to her the next time we meet, if there is a next time. I refused to, because I think she kind of asked for it. I couldn't stop myself from having a little fun. And who the heck just assumes someone to be the housemaid and get all nosy about their life? Am I the butthole for embarrassing her?
Ooh. 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 Kind of, yes.
How old was she again?
Yeah, how old was she when she
16.
did that?
She-
Oh, yeah. Yeah. She was out of place. Yeah, she,
Yeah,
no. Can't do that, no.
I can.
Yeah, she, I mean, I get why she did it,
Yeah,
but nah, you can't, not in this case. If you was like 18, 19, like if you was up, like an adult, I still wouldn't have done it. I'd been like, no, I'm not the maid. Thank you very much. But yeah, she is. I gotta say yes.
I'm gonna go. No, I don't think you're an a-hole. You're 16. You're playing around with reality. Oh, but honey, that was not the right way.
Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and give you my answer then.
Do you know what you're gonna say? Go ahead.
Go OP.
Yep, that's what I thought you was gonna say.
That was fantastic. Listen here, you little bigot. When you come into somebody's house and you see the only dark skinned person in there, and you jump to the assumption that they the maid, and now and there's a special other part of the story. Because not only did you think that this woman was the maid, you decided, well, since you the maid, I'm gonna get a little background on the family by asking her all the private dirt on the family whose house we in. By asking
Oh, I
her
didn't
this
even
and
realize
that
that.
and the other and blah 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 and everything else. Hey,
She
sorry.
definitely gets an a-hole.
Yeah.
Yes.
So I'm sorry. And by the way, I hate to do this, but I don't think age has anything to do with this. 16 or 60. If you're coming in there being disrespectful and you know you're being disrespectful, hey, sorry. I'm gonna play around with you. Because here's the funny thing about it. If you didn't think there was a big deal about it, lady, why did you leave? Because you
Mm,
knew what you was doing was wrong. You knew you
yeah.
jumped to the conclusions. You knew she played you. And that's why you up and left with your child.
Mm-hmm.
Because you knew you was in the wrong when you did that. So I'm sorry. I can't go by the she's 16, so I don't know. You need to stay in your place. No. No.
No.
At a certain age, I always tell my kids now, you don't ever be disrespectful, but you don't allow disrespect either. I'm not finna raise nobody like that. And I've been doing that for years. So this whole thing about you're the child, I'm the adult, blah, blah, blah. No, I grew up with that logic and come to the realization the older I get, the more I realize, no, these people that was just doing this because they was older adults were really just a-holes. And they didn't do anything but a little power trip because what did they do? They went after little kids because of the dynamic of you're the child, I'm the adult, so I can disrespect you, but you have to disrespect me only because my mama got pregnant way before your mama got pregnant. That's the only reason why I can disrespect you, but you can't disrespect me.
No.
No, that we ain't finna work this route. We ain't finna work that. And it's wonderful being 50 years old to look at people and they always just have this twinge of looking at it going, well, come on now. You got to respect your elder. Woman, I'm 50 damn years old. I am the elder. You can miss me with the elder talk anymore. Even at 60, you can't even come to me and talk about, well, you got to respect your elders. I'm in that elder range now. 51. Sorry. Nope. Kept myself alive long enough to say go to hell. Just for saying stuff like that. You want respect, you give respect. And you earn your respect. But I'm not going to give you respect because of your age. And by the way, Mom, sorry. You need to go and apologize to her. And you know me. I like to see the full sentence said out loud. I'm sorry, lady, that you thought I was the maid. And I played up the role of what you thought I was. That's the apology.
And with that attitude, that's not an apology.
Okay, but that's what it was. That's what it was. I'm sorry that I played up the role of a maid that you assumed I was simply because of the color of my skin and that I was washing dishes. Sorry. But next time, don't go into somebody else's house, see a different skin tone, and assume they're to help.
Genetics is a funny thing.
It sure is.
It really
You
is.
can have two very light skinned parents and get very dark skinned children. You can get everything in between. We really should be beyond the point where we assume something because somebody's skin color.
We should be, but we're
We
not.
should be.
We're not. And that's why she ran away. The reason I asked how for the confirmation of how old she was is because I could not call her an a-hole in this situation.
I'm still going with the a-hole. That she did not have to do. She could have addressed that way different.
She could
She
have.
could have.
She did not have to play along with no.
It was more fun the other way. Nah, nah.
No.
There's a lot of things there's a lot of
I
different
don't
ways you can
I don't
address
know if I
something,
agree
but
with the mother asking her to apologize. I mean, how do you say I apologize for you being a racist? I don't know how
Right.
that conversation kind of works, but
Mm-hmm.
I see. Yeah, it's.
well,
I think the daughter was being an a hole doesn't overall make her an a hole, but she did a very a hole thing.
well, that's why I came up with a new saying that you may be the a-hole doesn't automatically make you wrong. Because some responses you kind of have to be an a-hole. There's some responses. Don't get me wrong, it's few and far in between. So I'm not having an open season for okay, I can act like an a-hole. No. It's few and far in between situations where you can act like an a-hole. There are some things that, like Tracy said, there are some things you can handle a whole lot better. But there are some things that's just so bad, you have to be. Now, could she have handled this better?
I mean, the
Yeah.
racist shouldn't have opened her mouth. I mean, that would have been helpful if she hadn't assumed that she was the man.
And let me go through this real quick because I
And
wanted
she'd probably be one of those people who would swear up and down,
I'm not
I
racist.
am not
I have
racist.
a black or Hispanic friend.
I got
Look,
racist friends.
no, you
But
don't have
but let me
racist friends.
read this about Mickey. This just happens to be around what we're talking about. My
Mhm.
first 2 years of school, teachers kept telling me that my parents, the Italian immigrants, were spelling it and pronouncing it wrong.
No, you can't pronounce it, so you're
What?
trying to come up with an excuse.
See, that's what I mean.
Wow.
Oh, I'm sorry. My parents who birthed me, named me, put it on the birth certificate and everything, spelled it and pronouncing it wrong. You do realize how many years have gone by them calling me this name before I met you? So
You're
please,
spelling your own name wrong.
stop
Wow.
thinking you're a blessing in disguise that I'm going to enlighten you on the spelling and the pronunciation of your name.
Sure, you've had it your whole life. And sure, it was your parents and they don't know what they talking about.
Damn, no,
Listen to me. I know everything. What?
you just pretty much proved you don't know Jack, and I think
Uh-huh.
you get out this classroom. She thought a 16-year-old was the maid.
Yeah, that was
She may
like,
not have known that she was 16 though. So
yeah, because
I don't think she was. I'll forgive her. She was being 16 years old.
Right.
Eh.
That's what I was sort of getting at.
Did she really approach her with a plate thinking the girl was supposed to clean? Yes,
yeah,
that is
she did.
exactly right. She did hand her a plate to clean. So yeah,
Oh, I missed that.
yeah.
Oh,
Because she was in the kitchen cleaning up.
Then the first question is, do
Do
you
you
speak
speak English?
English?
That's the one I probably,
Respect
okay.
your. Oh, Parker, will you let that joke go, dude? Respect your elders, except Larry Elder. We get it. We're never bringing up elders on this show again. Lo Tracy, Lo Tracy, exactly. You are spelling your own name wrong, right? My mother and father, who named me,
they spelling
taught
it
me how to
wrong.
misspell my own name and
So that you could
mispronounce
correct
it.
it.
But you're such a blessing in disguise that you're gonna teach me. And I'm pretty sure this was a white woman. So let me just go ahead. You, the white woman, is going to explain to me, the Italian kid, that my Italian parents have misspelled and mispronounced my. Boy, you talk about some damn entitlement beyond.
I'm like,
This
look,
is amazing.
this is a Karen if I ain't
This
never
is
met one.
America.
Ooh, this
And
is
That is the
American
most
English is
amazing thing to come out your mouth. Me, as the white woman, can tell the Italian woman how to pronounce and spell her name correctly. Wow.
wow.
America. Ain't it great? Ain't it grand?
It's something. That's all I'm gonna give you right now.